Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. It's J-Senpai. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about whether was it worth it for me to go for C3 Raiden, and will it be worth it for you to go for her C2? Well, C2 yes, because it's her game-changing constellation in her rerun later in the future. So yeah, without further ado, let's go to the video. Alright, on the time of this recording, we are now 22 hours and 11 minutes until Raiden's banner end. And yes, I'm now going to answer the question, was it worth it for me to go for C3 Raiden? The answer to that yes is, in a meta perspective, yes, the damage increase was so good for me. And yes, you can basically now almost one shot. Well, you can't say one shot, but you can definitely kill enemies faster, like literally faster right now. And from a subjective perspective, hell yes, man, I'm a big Raiden sim. Of course it's fucking worth. I mean, oops, I said effort. Whatever, man. It says fucking worth it for me. That's all I'm gonna say. But now, let's discuss more about the pros and cons of getting a C2 Raiden. Let's talk about the pros first. So the pros is, well, yes, what I said before, you get a very big damage increase, but yeah, I'm not gonna say anything anymore because there's so many videos talking about the damage increase already and the comparison. Even I made a video about the comparison, and yeah, you can see it already in my video. Yes, and yeah, I'm not gonna discuss further about the damage increase, but the second one that I really want to discuss about is that her constellation 2, it states that it burst attacks basically ignore 60% of open defense. Now this is a multiplicative value. Sorry if I butchered that word, but yes, multiplicative. Yep, that's what I want to say. So yeah, multiplicative basically means, well, let's say for example there's an enemy with 100 defense. So Raiden's gonna ignore 60% of that enemy defense, so it's gonna be 100 minus 60, which is 60% of 100. So yeah, that enemy is gonna be having 40 defense after when this burst attack the enemy. And let's say an example, an enemy has 500 defense. Well, that's quite high, but I hope HOYO-verse doesn't put an enemy with that high of defense. But yes, it has a high defense, and with Raiden, well, you're not gonna be like decreasing by 60%, like 440. No, you're gonna be ignoring 60%. So basically 60% of 500 is 300, so 500 minus 300, so that enemy now only has 200 defense. So yeah, I can say this is almost future proof. I mean, for future contents, you never know enemy will have high defense or anything, but I mean, I hope not, but you can say it's almost future proof, guys. So yeah, and well, I don't know if this is a pro or not, but well, this is just my personal opinion. But if you have C2 Raiden, you can definitely just focus on getting any charge you want because you already have one big. Well, I mean, I can agree with when everybody say, well, her C2 is almost well, not all C6 5-star characters, but yeah, it's almost on the same level. And now let's talk about the cons. Well, the first cons that I want to talk about, you're gonna be definitely doing a lot of damage, right? But you can kill enemies too fast. Now, what I mean by too fast is, well, this is more to a time-gated content like Spiral Abyss, but I mean, let's say an example for C0 Hyper Carry Raiden comp, you're gonna be using probably 2 or 3 perfect rotations, and you'll get your burst back after when the chamber is finished. But with a C2 or C3 Raiden, there are times where you're gonna be killing the enemies too fast and you can get your burst back. So yeah, that can be an issue. I mean, and also that, whoa, my ping's messing up. Well, and then there's also that part where, I don't know, it's just maybe a personal preference, but maybe there's people that well, lift up, I mean, they want a challenge in the game, and maybe with C2 Raiden, because she can kill enemies too fast, they're like, oh man, what the hell, this game is not challenging anymore. And yeah, and the second cons that I want to talk about, well, this is mostly for low spenders or FTPs, but you're gonna be sacrificing a lot of primos for one character instead of getting other characters. Well, if you want to get a C2, assuming that you're unlucky, very unlucky, well, you're gonna have to lose 250. You might need 300 pulls. Now imagine 300 pulls is, well, you can get it for, well, if you're lucky, you can get it for 4 different characters. So yeah, that's what you really have to think about. Are you willing to go that far for C2 Raiden? I mean, yes, it's a big damage increase, but your account will lack diversity in its characters. So yeah, that's food for thought. And yeah, well, you can see the summary of the pros and cons I put in the video. And yeah, so will it be worth it for you to go for C2 Raiden as a low spender or free to play? The answer is, well, there are 3 answers that I'll provide: yes, no, and depends on you. Well, depends on how much you sim, basically. Well, yes, because the damage increase is very big, and her constellation is almost future-proof for future contents. No, because yeah, basically you're gonna be lacking characters. I mean, if you go for C2 Raiden, except you get very lucky. But yeah, you can use those primos for other characters that you might even enjoy. I mean, who knows? I mean, if you're going for Raiden for the meta, I mean, yeah, that's fine. But who knows? You might not even like her playstyle. So yeah, I mean, you better think about it, man. And yeah, like I said, depends on your preference. So, are you willing to go for her? Are you willing to go that far for her? I mean, for me, because I'm a big sim, hell yes, I'm willing to go that far. I mean, yeah. And for me, it was damn worth it. I don't care, man. Yeah, but I guess you can say that my characters are now lacking. So yeah. Anybody want to find me some characters? Nah, I'm just kidding, bruh. So yeah, I think that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoy my discussion, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. So yeah, J-Senpai out. And last of all, for Fenty and Ayato monsters, I wish you the best of luck for, well, in the post in Wednesday. So yeah, peace out.